Hi, Corey Geiger here at Blair County Ballpark. We're talking with Curve pitcher Rudy Owens. Rudy, outstanding performance last night, 5 shutout innings against Trenton. The innings situation for you is kind of interesting right now because they're trying to protect you as much as possible. Can you fill us in on exactly what's going on with the way they're treating you with the innings?
I just know that I got a deadline, and when I get there, then I guess I'm getting shut down after that. But by the way that they're limiting my innings now, is going to allow me to go this whole season without having to get shut down before the season's up.
How good do you feel about that? That they are trying to protect you for the future. They're not necessarily worried about trying to get as much as they can out of you this year.
Yeah.
They want to make sure long term that your arm stays healthy.
Right. It's just, last year I did kind of the same thing. I started getting shut down late in the year, and this year it's just, it's good for me. It shows me that they're taking care of me and making sure that I'm healthy. But it can be frustrating at times. Like last night, I was feeling really good, and just having to come out in the 5th inning it's not something that a starting pitcher wants to do. They want to stay out and do what they have to do to help our team win. And just coming out in the 5th inning was how it was drawn up, so I can't really do anything about it.
Can you describe what it's like from a pitcher's standpoint? You threw 124 innings last year. This year you're at 128, and you still have a number of starts left, so you might get up into the 160, 170 range.
Right.
Have they talked to you about why that's important to not let it go too much above those figures?
Just staying healthy. They're not trying to look at how well I do in AA. Their main focus is on getting us to the big leagues, and they don't want to burn me out and let me go out and throw 200 innings if I've only thrown a max of 137 was last year, I think. So, there's what they're doing. It makes sense, and they're just looking out for our health.
Can you describe what it's like from a pitcher's standpoint when you're in the 5th and 6th inning? What your arm feels like on a typical night versus maybe if you have to go into the 7th or 8th inning? Is your arm get a little more tired? Does that process put any more pressure on the arm?
It just depends on the day, I guess. Like yesterday, I felt okay. Some days I'm feeling better than others. It just depends on the day and how your body is feeling. And when you get late in the games, sometimes you're mentally tired. Sometimes you're physically tired. So there's a lot of stuff that comes into the game of pitching. So
you've been really good all year. You now lead the Eastern League in ERA at 2.74. Not sure if you knew that yet or not, but sorry, I hope I didn't jinx you. But you've been outstanding here all year. First year in AA. What have been some of the transitional things that you've learned facing this caliber of hitter for the first time?
Just being able to make my pitch. If you miss a spot, more than likely they're going to hit it. They're a lot smarter. You can definitely tell when they have an approach coming up to the plate. It's just a learning process for me, just being able to learn hitter swings, get back in the zone, and just doing what I have to do.
And one last thing, because you've been so good and you've been so consistent all year, you would think they might be considering you for a promotion to AAA, but do you have a preference right now? Would you like to see AAA for a week or two, or maybe get into the playoffs with this team and experience that?
AAA would be awesome, and being in the playoffs would be awesome. And it's like the best of both worlds. So all I can do is focus on one thing at a time, and that is 5 days from now I have a start, and just got to go out and get people out. So.
It's Curve pitcher Rudy Owens. Thanks, Rudy.
Thank you.